Hi everyone, my name is Kimberley and I am the CEO here at Autism Oxford UK. I'm also an autism consultant nurse and I'm also a mum to two beautifully autistic ADHDers at home as well. I wanted to share with you a little bit about why I took over Autism Oxford in December 2020 and what kind of led me to this part in my life journey. Now, going through the diagnosis journey with both my girls was really challenging but very different for both of them. My eldest daughter, we started her journey very early on, and her needs were very obvious within that early development period. We were filled with people around us telling us that they didn't see it and that things I was reporting were absolutely wrong, or that it was my parenting. Many of you will have experienced this as well and realise actually how damaging and lifelong you hold those war wounds from those comments that are made, and often professionals don't understand how long they stay for. She received her autism diagnosis at the age of 6, and then she subsequently received her diagnosis of ADHD at the age of 9. Now, my youngest daughter was a very different journey. We hadn't noticed her differences, often overshadowed by her sister, until she was much earlier, and didn't receive her diagnosis until the age of 10, and then subsequently followed her ADHD diagnosis at the age of 11. Both journeys were very similar though. We were also told with our youngest daughter that things weren't there. Maybe she just learnt from her older sister how to behave and behave in an autistic manner when she wasn't really autistic. That obviously wasn't true because she behaved and her presentation and characteristics were so different compared to her sister. They're both beautifully unique and I love them both how they are and I wouldn't change an absolute thing about them. What I do want to do is change how the world perceives them and how the world understands neurodivergence. And this is why I'm here at Autism Oxford and the team around us are covering the whole of the UK and all neurodivergence to try and make sure there is a service that you can access for your loved one or for yourself at the right time, in the right place, from the right people, and people that absolutely just get it and understand how it feels to go through that process. When you go through an assessment journey, you can fill you with lots of self-doubt, you can feel paranoid, you can feel anxious, lots of thoughts like, are they going to see it? And then you feel conflicted thinking, well, I don't want them to be autistic, but I do want them to be autistic. And that's mind just plays games with you all the time. I get it. I hear you and I see you as a nurse and as a fellow mum and a fellow parent. Really tough going and it's really hard. And it's why we have our peer support practitioner team here at Autism Oxford UK to support you through that journey. We understand the self-doubt that will come through. We understand how emotionally draining it is to pull all the information up about your young person and how guilty you're likely to feel because all you're doing is criticising, or it feels like all you're doing is criticising and pointing out all the things that they find really hard. Now, through the assessment journey with us, we will focus on those strengths as well. There are many, many strengths that come with being neurodivergent. My eldest daughter is extremely talented at acro gymnastics, for example, very focused and very determined because this is her passion and her interest. And my youngest is the most caring and emphatic young person you'll ever meet. One day she wants to be a midwife. Whether she reaches that aspirational goal, she will certainly do very well within the health and social care sector. I hope you have found that really helpful. I hope it helps you feel heard and listened. If you have any other questions though, please do not hesitate to contact us here at Autism Oxford UK. Our number is 01865 509 222, or you can always pop us an email as well if that's easier. I certainly find it easier myself to email on the go. You can email us at assessments@autismoxford.org.uk.